Wow, welcome to another exciting edition from Incubated Global Network with Efe Samson. Today I'll be sharing with us the major role of the man and the woman. Once these two roles are put in place, the marriage, I can bet you, is heaven on earth. And so, as you listen to these roles that I'm about to share today, I want you to make up your mind and put them into practice, because one thing is to hear, is to listen, and the other is to put it into practice. And like I've always said on this platform, that marriage is ordained by God, and God that ordained it has his principles for it. And so if we can abide by those principles, if we can keep to those principles, I can assure you that you enjoy your marriage, and your marriage will be heaven on earth. So let's go there quickly. First of all, looking at the role, the major role of the man, the major role of the man in the home to his wife, most especially that is the spouse here now, can be seen from 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 7 to 19. At your own time, I want you to sit back and go through that scripture and digest it for yourself, because that part of the scripture says, in the same way your husband must give honor to your wives, treat your wife with understanding as you live together. And the latter part of that 1 Peter 3 7 to 9 says, treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered. Now, looking at your responsibility to your wife as a man, it majorly requires you to take good care of your wife. Take good care of her. Remember when you were running around her, when you were going after her, when you were wooing her, wanting her to trust you and believe you that you can be a good husband to her. Now she has been given to you fully. The responsibility is now for you to ensure that you take good care of her. How much care do you have for your wife? How much of her feelings do you care for? How much of her needs do you meet? So you must learn to take care of your wife. And you know, this particular instruction carries a condition. There is a condition attached. If you don't take care of your wife, if you don't treat your wife well, there is a repercussion. There is a consequence. And if you do it well, in fact, there is also a consequence. Now, what is the consequence therein? The latter part of that passage that we just read, we go down to the verse 9, you will see it says, treat her as you should. That is to say, treat her well as you were instructed from the beginning of that scripture. And then, so that your prayers will not be hindered. There are so many men out there that pray and pray and pray, and they make it look as though God doesn't answer prayers. God is not a deaf God. God is not a God that doesn't listen or care or hears the request that you make. The question to you today is, do you take care of your wife? Do you care for your wife? Do you play your role? If you are not playing your role, go and check. It's possible that is why you are not getting answers. So you need to go back to the drawing board. Take good care of your wife if you want every of your prayers to be answered. And I can assure you, if you are doing that, oh my God, nothing can hinder your prayers. If you are a married man and you take good care of your wife, you play your role as a husband, I can tell you that for every of your prayers, God will answer. There won't be any hindrance at all. So do well to take good care of your wife. Make her a priority in your life. Let her be first before others. Don't let third parties or people out there make you jettison your wife or abandon your wife or not care about her. She may be drawing your attention to some things or complaining about some things, and you just take it that, oh, my wife, she complains too much, or oh, my wife, her own is just to complain. Try and listen. Try and listen to her. In a multitude of all that she has said, I can bet you and assure you that whatsoever is her fears or whatsoever she is not comfortable with, if you listen very well, you may see beyond it. You may be able to extract what will help the both of you. So you must care. The care we are talking about here is about her emotions, her feelings, her needs. Care about her. There are so many men that are married to a woman, and the woman is not living a shadow of herself. She can't even make any meaningful contributions of her opinion in the home. The man doesn't listen to her. The man doesn't care about her emotions. The man doesn't care about her feelings. He just carry on doing things and all that. And there are so many that don't even care about the needs of their wife. When last did you buy something for your wife? When last did you care about her clothing? When last did you care about her looks? When last did you care about her hair? When last did you care about how healthy or how sick she is? There are some men that their wives are very sick, yet they are not even aware that their wives are sick. They are not even aware that something is wrong with their spouse. It is wrong. So you must play this role well in order for you to be blessed. Whenever you are making your supplications to God, there won't be any hindrance. So that there won't be hindrance to your prayers, you must take good care of your wife. And now to the women quickly. The major role of the wife to the husband is respect and submission. If you look at the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22, it sums it up. It says, wives, submit to your husband as to the Lord. So if you are a wife and you are not submissive, you don't respect your husband, you treat your husband with disdain, you don't even value him, you don't even give him that respect, that honor that you are supposed to give to him, oh my God, you are incurring a curse from God. And if that curse is released on you, is an irreversible one. Look at the life of the woman that David first married, the daughter of Saul that was given to David to marry. What happened? She treated her husband with disdain, even in her heart first, and then opened her mouth and was ranting, talking to the husband in a very disrespectful manner, making mockery of his praises to God. He said, look at you. So you could go before those maids and pull off all your clothes, go naked before them, or in the name of you are praising God. And David told her out of anger. He said, those same maids that you feel I go naked before to dance to this my God, is in their presence that God honored me. So why should I? And do you know what it cost upon that woman? God felt insulted because she refused to respect and submit to her husband. And that was the only woman reckoned in scripture, in the whole of scripture, that was barren. Because the Lord had to make her barren to prove to her that she owed her husband a duty of respect and submission. That is what I used to tell young girls. If that guy coming around you, that man coming around you, is not worthy of your respect, is not worthy of you honoring him, submitting to him, please and please don't marry him. If you know you cannot honor that man, if you know you cannot truly respect that man, please don't marry him. Marry someone that you can respect, because the moment you marry him, ensure you give him the maximum respect. Look at Sarah. Sarah referred to Abraham as her Lord, her master. And who is a Lord? Who is a master? Someone that is your head, someone that is in charge. And so you must give that maximum respect, that honor to your husband. if you don't, it may incur an irreversible cost from the Lord, directly from the Lord. So you must learn to respect your husband. Learn to be submissive. Submit to him in every area, in your finances, in your decisions, in everything around you, everything about you. You must submit to your husband in the Lord. You must submit to him. Don't take that role for granted. Don't take your husband for granted. Learn to be submissive. When these two people in a marriage can keep to this principle of God for each other, I can bet you that your marriage will be heaven on earth, and you will so much enjoy it. I pray that God will help everyone struggling, every couple struggling with their roles, to play it fully. I pray that the Lord gives you the strength to carry on